Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be for real. This video has been sat on my fucking PC for a whole while now. So, yeah, enjoy this one, I guess, guys.
We are being reinforced with a
Fish. Hi, oh fuck, it's been a while. Ooh. I have been remarkably busy with, life shit. I have spent, I don't even want to know how long moving. College has been like a bitch, and some other life stuff's happened. I'm not gonna get into because who the fuck cares? Am I right? Hey. Anyway, this is a different video. It's not my usual gaming or anything. I want to talk about it. It's something that I'm holding pretty dear to me after watching. Like, before I even started YouTube, I've watched this, and I can safely say with a whole heart, it has properly changed me. And you probably tell by the title of this video what it is, but this video is going to be on why I believe Evangelion is a masterpiece. This has stuck with me for a while now, and I don't think it's going anytime soon. This is a question I truly have thought for a long time. For literally what seems like utter years, even though it just hasn't been. Like, Evangelion is why is it? Why is it so good? What sets it apart as possibly the greatest anime that I think I have ever seen? And why I wouldn't recommend it. Now, this may sound like counterintuitive, because like it may seem like I'm trying to hype the shit out of this, but I think you should watch it, but also not at the same time. I don't think it's something you're supposed to enjoy. It's something that's supposed to stay with you for a while. Like, a while. And yeah, it's truly a masterpiece. So, Evangelion is a mecha anime based in 2015, and on the surface, angels are attacking humanity, and they have these things called Evangelions to fight them. This is pretty much what the surface of the anime is, but holy fuck does it go deeper. Like, I cannot stress it enough. It is not just a silly anime about fucking robots killing angels sent from what seems like space. There is something deeper, and for the whole fan base still cannot have a grasp on the story. Like, it's insanity. It's been like yesterday. Well, it's the time of I'm saying these words, the 4th of October. It marked its anniversary. I think it was like 25, 30 years or something of the anime's existence, and we still do not have a concrete grasp on the story. Like, it is insanity. However, I'll get into this a bit later on. I don't think it is supposed to have a definite answer as to what the story is. With Evangelion, you have to start the story before watching the anime. This may sound counterproductive, but to grasp it, here's what you have to understand. Before the events of Evangelion, there was a group. Now, remembering the name of this group, holy fuck, I cannot remember. It's like it's not. Oh, what the fuck is it? Alright, you do not want to know how long it took me to remember the name of it, but it's called Geiren. Geiren is a group organized by another group called Sele, who effectively run Earth. Like, it's not even close. I'll give a more in-depth analysis into Evangelion in the description below if you care to watch it. It is truly remarkable, and it's not even like the whole like analysis, and it's still over an hour long. It's fucking insane. But I recommend giving it a watch if you want to truly like get a better grasp on the story. But Garen goes to the Antarctic to retrieve a sample of a guy called Adam. Adam's not human, if you could guess that. He is an angel. He's what's known as the first angel. Shit goes south very quickly, and something called the second impact happens. First impact was basically Earth's creation, like the existence of mankind. Second impact is near as damn it the death of mankind, like half of humanity killed, like in an instant, like kind of thing, you know. Shit rips, to put it simply. Now, they managed to like do some fancy shit and stop the death of mankind, but it's at a cost, because this thing, I can't even remember the name of this one I generally can't remember, but like an almost portal or a rift opens, right, and other life forms exist, basically. These are what's known as angels, the offspring of Adam. Humanity is the offspring of Lilith, which is the second angel. Lilith is Adam was supposed to be the person who created humanity, or what's known as humanity for Earth. However, Lilith was kind of a bitch, and she basically took priority. So yeah, Adam cried about it, to put it simply, and created angels. Both humanity and angels can't coexist. One has to fight for survival, basically. They both have to fight for survival, sorry. Man, I'm fucking idiotic. But yeah, that's basically what happens. Like, really under-explained, like, ooh. But hey, we fast forward to present day, which is 2015. Oh yeah, that shit happened in the year 2000, by the way. Yeah. And the Antarctic is just gone. It's like hell. Just look at a picture of it. Yeah, not fun. So, we fast forward to 2015, where we meet our boy Shinji Ikari. Now, Shinji is socially adept and doesn't really trust people. So when his father told him, "Oh, yo, come to NERV headquarters," he reluctantly does it because he still wants his father's validation. I don't quite understand why. His dad's kind of a bitch. So yeah, but fast forward a bit more, and this boy called the Fourth Angel turns up. Now, I'm gonna say a really harebrained theory that I haven't really told anyone about this, apart from the good man himself, Jack, about. And that is, Karu, who I will talk about later, is actually the third angel. And I'll explain this later, but just remember that. Write it down. Just remember it, okay? It's not out of the question. I think that is what's supposed to happen. It's weird. Like I said, I'll explain it later. Just remember that for now. So for this guy, the Fourth Angel, he shows up and is like, he's killing a lot of the armed forces, like planes, like aircrafts and shit. Like he a big boy. Like, let me show you guys a picture of him real quick. Yeah, he a thick boy. I think his name's Cecile, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. I'm just gonna go by the angels' numbers, not their names, because I wrote like 4 lines of a script, and then my monkey brain was just like, let's just record. So here I am, basically. This is like all off the top of my head. There is no script, so if I get some shit wrong, please, please flame me in the comments. Like, honestly, I expect to be flamed. Okay. But anywho, the armed forces eat shit. To put it simply, like, they do not have the correct weaponry to combat a literal angel. So, the task is then moved over to Shinji's dad, who plans on using the Evangelion, which is these mech-like fucks. And no, Pacific Rim came second, if I remember correctly, so do not call this a carbon copy of Pacific Rim, because they are not even alike. Okay? Okay. We good? Good. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway. This little shit, Shinji, he's gonna pilot one of these Evangelion, as you'll see in a minute. But first of all, he's gotta go meet a character called Misato, and by fucking god, I wish Misato was real. Just take 2 minutes of your time to like look up Misato. I can't even show half of them because holy shit, my video would be demonetized faster than I can say her name. Like, whew. But anywho, best character in my opinion, Fight Me, to put it simply. But anyway, Misato picks up Shinji, and they basically go to NERV headquarters. Shinji meets his dad. Dad'd be like, Shinji be like, "Oh, why am I here, father? Wah wah wah." And Shinji's dad be like, "Because I have use for you. Now, pilot the Ava or fuck off." So he pilots the Ava. He doesn't pilot it at first. He sees a person called Ray's pretty fucking beaten up body. Like, and his dad's just like, "Well, if you're not gonna pilot it, we'll get this bitch to do it." Basically blackmailing him at that point. But anywho, he pilots the Ava with no like prior experience, and they get this thing. They get a 40% sync rate, right? And with this sync rate, it's weird to explain without like giving the whole thing away with the Ava, because I'm trying to not. Like, I'm just gonna give like a very vague explanation on what Evangelion is, and then you watch the rest and be amazed yourself, because holy fuck is it good. But it's like their minds are intertwined. Let's give the example of like the Warhammer 40k's Dreadnought, for example. Think of like his body is put into a metal sarcophagus, and like they sync up basically. Like his body becomes the metal body, if that makes sense. But try not to think of the Evangelion too much as a Dreadnought, okay? Because I swear you don't have to be dead to pilot the Evangelion, alright? Oh, near as damn it dead anyway. But anywho, Cecile really fucking beats Shinji's ass, like heavily. But the Evangelion, it's funky. Like this you can tell something's not correct with it. Like there's a deeper meaning or a deeper connection with Shinji in this Evangelion. Something that we're not told explicitly throughout the whole, well, until closer to the end of the series. Of for instance, why is his sync rate so high? And why is he able to pilot the Evangelion? And why the Evangelion goes berserk? Now, berserk. This is when the sync rate of the Evangelion and the pilot reaches a high level, and the Evangelion starts acting human-like, with human-like rage and anger and sheer strength. Like, holy fuck. What I'm saying is, like an Evangelion unit could like easily take either like Guts or no, actually no, Guts is a bad example because of the Dragon Slayer, or the Berserk armor. I guess like Ooh, I'd say an Evangelion is on par with strength. Well, could easily take like JoJo or something. Yeah, no, I'd say that's a worthy comparison. Like, even with his Hamon and shit, if an Evangelion went berserk, like, easy takes. But anywho, Evangelion goes berserk, and Cecile, I don't think it's Cecile. I think that's a different angel. Fourth angel is killed. He dead. Bro fumbled. Bunch of other shit happened. We're just gonna fast forward a bunch to where we get to Asuka. Asuka is a fucking narcissistic little shit, and I hate her very much. I'm gonna go up and spoil it straight away. Her mother hangs herself. It's fucking amazing. Like, the good ending, for real, for real. And, oh yeah, you get to see Asuka's mum hang herself. It's fucking great. But that's not until later on in the story, so you just have to deal with bitch-ass Asuka for quite a while. Sadly. However, I'm gonna spoil this scene as well. I'm not gonna give any context behind it, but if you know, you know. And you already know I'm fucking happy about it. So, yeah. Anywho. Asuka, narcissistic bitch, fuckface. But we also meet Kaji. Kaji is also one of my favorite characters, and him and Masato were close. Like they were fucking at one point, which I am marginally jealous about. But anywho, Kaji's a cool character. I like him. Kaji has this briefcase with him. No, wait, no. Sorry. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. They are picking up Unit 02, which is the third Evangelion made. We have 001, 001? What the fuck? We have 00, which is Rei's Evangelion unit. That was the first Evangelion made. Then we have Unit 01, which was made around the same time as Shinji's mother was still alive. That was a very, very clear hint to what the Evangelion is about. So, you can put 2 and 2 together, I think. But also, not at the same time. You won't get this correct. Like, this took me a while to understand. I am slow, sure, I get that. But, it took a while for me to understand. So I do not expect any of you guys to actually understand this. But anyhow. And then there's 02, which is Asuka's Evangelion, or also known as the third unit. Before we get onto all the other Evangelions and Anywho, Evangelion 02 is transported by boat to Japan, or New Tokyo 3 as it's called, because there's been like 2 Tokyos. I don't quite know what is another 2 Tokyos, because personally, I only know why. Well, one was destroyed because of World War II, I'm pretty sure. I think that's like a given. And the second one was probably destroyed due to second impact. So I don't... Oh, wait, no, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, yeah, sorry, dumbass moment. Anywho. 02 is transported by boat. And Kaji is basically Asuka's handler until Asuka is basically sold to NERV. By sold, I mean like given, because Sele gave the Asuka to NERV. It's weird, but you get my point. Asuka is German, which makes me hate Germans a little bit, but I still love Germans. Like V3 emoji, honestly. But yeah, anyway. Kaji has this briefcase, and I think what's given is an angel attacks, right? It's an underwater angel, and they deal with it just fine. But I'm not gonna give any more details on that. But there's a briefcase, and the angel had to have been attracted to it. There was something inside said briefcase, something tied to Adam. Now, I didn't mention this earlier, but there was 2 things that were extracted from Adam. In the year 2000, there was a boy That's all I'm gonna say. A boy and the embryotic form of Adam that were extracted from, well, Adam in the year 2000 in Antarctica. We'll get onto the boy later, but for now we're just going to focus with the embryotic form. Now, this is required, I'm fairly sure, to make the S2 engine, which I'm not going to explain further than just say it's an unlimited power source for an Evangelion, basically. It's what makes the angels run, basically. I'm fairly sure, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. But anyhow, we fast forward a bit more, and then we get to the fourth Evangelion that is made. Now this Evangelion is made with the S2 engine. However, catastrophic events happen, and that Evangelion is destroyed, as it turned into an angel, or is treated like an angel. Now, we're going to fast forward even more to closer to the end of Evangelion. Now, I'm skipping over a lot right now, because I'm really trying to fucking invest people into watching this, because, in my opinion, it is the best anime ever created. Like, period. Like, every anime fan should watch this, no matter like what you're into. If you like Berserk, if you like fucking shitty romance comedies, like you're a fucking if you're a fucking JJK fan, or if you're, I don't know, unfortunate enough to be into Pokemon, like, and Pokemon alone, or if you're into something based like Tokyo Ghoul or One Punch Man, or I don't know, Mob Psycho, like, you should watch Evangelion. And if you're not a fan of anime, watch it anyway. Maybe it will get you into anime, or maybe you'll take something away from it, because there are a lot of lessons that bleed into reality with the story of Evangelion. Because I'm gonna say why I say this at the end, like at the end of this. But anyhow, closer to the end of Evangelion now. We're gonna come back to that boy that I mentioned earlier, Kaoru. Now, Kaoru and Shinji. Well, Kaoru loves Shinji. He grows especially attached to him. Now, this isn't overly explained why, and I promise it's not fanfiction between, well, not fanfiction. I swear it's not like a romance between two 14-year-olds, because that is very much what it seems like, but it isn't. Kaoru is an angel. I'm gonna flat out say it. Kaoru is an angel who wants to better understand humanity. But Kaoru isn't just any angel. This is I'm going from my own opinion at this point, because this is what you can kind of do with Evangelion. You can give the story your own take, and it will make sense. There's the beauty of it. Like, you could say something happened, and 9 out of 10 times, it probably did happen. Like, congrats. But anywho, Kaoru is an angel. At the surface, Kaoru is I'm trying to remember what angel he is. Kaoru is an angel. And at the surface, like, he's just an everyday, like, you know, like, just the angels they've all fought before, but in the form of a human boy. I can't quite remember what the anime what number the anime actually gives him, but in my opinion, it's not correct. I'm just trying to remember the actual what number he is in the anime. In the anime, he is... I've just googled this. He is the 17th angel, or the 5th child. 5th child if you have seen Evangelion, or just 17th angel if you're just watching this. But I don't think he is. I think he's actually the third angel, because something that Sele does. Now I'm gonna put an image on screen. If you know, you know. This was like a big thing when I saw it. Like the fourth time I watched the end of Evangelion, the movie. Like seeing Kwaru on an entry plug on the mass-produced Ava. That like blew my mind. I did not know this happened, and I dove into it a bit more. Sele already knew of Kwaru's existence before the angels, like before the angels attacked, in my opinion, because 2 things were retrieved, but we were never told what the second one was. So my presumption is it is the boy, it is Kwaru, and obviously the embryotic form of Adam. Like that is confirmed for definite. But anywho, Kwaru and Shinji get along really well, like really well. Kwaru does openly say he loves Shinji, and he wants to make Shinji's life better. No matter really the cost. Like, it doesn't matter what will happen. That's why it was destiny. Well, it's Kwaru's destiny to connect with sorry. Sele's wish for Kwaru was for him to interact with Lilith to cause third impact. However, he doesn't, because he wants Shinji to be happy. Therefore, he makes Shinji kill him, breaking. I'm getting mixed up here. Kwaru's angel name is something different. It's not quite Kwaru, but in religion, his angel is the angel of wish. If I remember correctly, or free reign. It's something along those lines. And he lives up to his name. He does as he wants. He wants to give Shinji a better life. Therefore, making Shinji the cause of third impact rather than himself. Because Sele wants Kwaru to initiate something called human instrumentality. But Kwaru wants Shinji to be happier. So, he's going to effectively make Shinji cause third impact, which then grants his wish of what he wants. So if he wants human instrumentality, he can have it. But if he wants to understand people better, to be treated better, or to carry on living in the world of pain that he lives in, he can. It's Shinji's choice. And at the beginning, of the third impact, Shinji does cause instrumentality, but then he understands that you can't live without pain, without some sort of suffering, without hurt, if that makes sense. So therefore, he chooses to go back to the world without the angels, without the Evangelion, but still with pain, suffering, but also an understanding to humanity. Now, I realise this is a massive oversimplification of Evangelion, and a lot is missed out, like a lot. However, I'm going to let people that know Evangelion better than I do, and people who do better videos than I do, explain that. So if you care to understand it a bit better, I will link the watch order that I watched it in personally, because there's multiple ways that you can watch it. But I will also link videos down in the description below and in the pinned comment of other YouTubers who have done deeper analysis into Evangelion. But take them at face value. Well, they're not correct, but they're not incorrect. They are what they believe to be true. It's going to be different to my views. It's probably going to be different to the other person's views. But at the end of the day, Evangelion is what you want it to be. There is no definite answer. You can't force someone else's opinion. Well, you can't force give your opinion to someone else on Evangelion. That's the beauty of it. Because everyone can take something different away from it. But back to what I said earlier about there being life lessons and how it bleeds into reality. The creator, Anno, I'm going to call him for short, this is his surname. Anno was going through a lot during the creation of Neon Genesis Evangelion. He struggled with depression and the fact that his studio was closing down due to bankruptcy. And he poured countless hours and 25-hour day shifts trying to pump this out. But you'll notice that the story doesn't fully make sense because of it. He poured his emotions into the story as well, which is, I believe, why we see some really disturbing scenes, such as the hospital, if you know it, and Asuka's mum hanging herself. But also, one that I didn't really think about to begin with, and that would be, what's her name? Ritsuko's mother's death as well, and how she killed herself. I feel like they have significant importance to Anno's life and his combat with depression while making Evangelion. And it will be painfully clear if you read into Anno a bit more, see what he was struggling with, and then look at Evangelion, you can definitely see the emotion that was there and how it affected the story. But if you watch the rebuild, it's not like that. That it's missing the emotion. It's missing the same emotion, because Anno was at a different place in time. He was happier. Therefore, the rebuild had a happier ending. People lived, and yeah. I'm not saying the rebuild was worse. I'm just saying it's different. I will not be explaining the rebuild because I'm personally not as big of a fan as I am with Neon Genesis Evangelion, as that is the one that holds a special place in my heart. But with that said, and yeah, you should watch Evangelion all the way through. No stops. Not even a piss break. Watch it all the way through. And then comment your experience with it. If you can't get the words out, just say exactly what you're thinking. And I leave you with a question. What makes Evangelion so good? Thank you guys for watching. As always, I cannot promise uploads as college, but I will try and upload more, as I've got better Wi-Fi now, so that's cool. But also, moved house and shit might be going more calmer. So yeah, I'll see you around probably. But anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Peace.